there even. Another
Yeah.
third pick, so.
Surprised he's not picking that up then. Maybe he values it more against PMG and not as much against Provo's team here.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, they get the Magnus. Got that taken care of. The Geomancer equivalent.
Looks like Provosk is sticking to some kind of like almost the same kind of draft here since it wiped last game. Moira and Midas were picked last game too. Let's see if he goes for a Grinix or something too, or even a Tempest or Parasite.
Yeah, Grinix is interesting. He did that last game too with a third pick. Now, you gotta wonder if you're raising gaming here. Like, do you actually ban Grinix if they don't pick him up here? I mean, I guess since he did it the first game and he started 0-3 to be fair, but the
Yeah.
impact was there. And again, it is a comfortable hero for him, so I think there is definitely value in that. So I guess you could third pick a hero expecting it to be
I
banned
mean,
possibly.
he was 0-3-0 for after like 6-7 minutes, and then he finished 5-3-8. So it's a
Okay.
pretty good performance even after that.
Yeah.
So
Good turnaround there. Lodestone coming out, so Wombo combo for reason
yeah,
so far.
it's
Magnus.
almost BMG-ish so far. Let's don't torture Magnus.
Wonder if they're eyeing that Tempest there. He's definitely on the board. And that third pick, again for Fresh, though, going to be happening. And it's going to be Parasite. Okay. Their jungler.
Yeah. Now, Reason might be eyeing the Tempest pick themselves.
A right click and a Monkey King. That would be one we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. Sort of one of those heroes that kind of come on from time to time, maybe, and then has a bit of success, and then then doesn't have success, and it's
Yeah.
dropped again. It's kind of, yeah,
The epitome of that actually is Jereziah, I feel like. We go in
true.
phases of Jereziah. It's like one or two
Yeah,
games, like godlike, and then it's like, no Fireblade.
it's kind of been that hero, Josiah and Vindicator too. Those kind of those ultimates are just so incredible strong that they're so hard to deal with. And if you pick those and the enemy team doesn't really have any sort of counter, you can always surprise them. But I will say though that when you're drafting, you never really think about Josiah and Vindicator.
Yeah,
It's uh it's not like it's the first pick or anything.
there's
It's
a
kind of
lot
those
of
niche
heroes.
heroes.
There's a lot of heroes in the game, so kind of have to absorb that. Yeah, Vindicator on that topic, he is obviously banned right now from tournament rules. Him, Keeper, and
Forsaken.
Forsaken, yeah, and Revenant, I believe, actually. Yeah, he too was taken out from tournament
Is he?
rules. So, yeah, they
He was banned earlier in one of the games actually, in a blind ban I think from Probusk.
was he? I'm
He was
pretty
blind
sure
banned.
he's not in.
Yeah, you might be right.
I
But
don't
you
think
can maybe ban
Inish,
them.
but yeah, that's interesting. If he actually got banned, if he can be banned, because
Ronan is banned here too.
wait, what? Yeah, he got banned by Probusk. What the hell? Maybe I'm
Not
wrong
really
on
sure.
that. I could swear he's actually not technically supposed to be in tournament rules, so maybe I'm wrong on that. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right, Dark Lady Puppet Master with Malik and Tempest Doctor and Revenant. Wait, Revan. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Ravener.
Oh,
That
Raven.
makes more sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
not
okay.
Revenant. What am I saying? God,
Alright,
those
because I'm
names.
pretty sure that Raven was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, okay, Raven. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Names are so
Also,
similar. Okay.
definitely got
Ravener.
some changes. Yeah. Made him a new hero, or he's kind of the same hero, but definitely some huge changes, making it worthy of taking him out here at least for a while, and then put
Yeah.
him back in later.
Give it a
They go with the
shot.
bubbles here. They have a lot of team fight presence on the Legion side. All they really need is that hard carry to kind of, yeah, deal the damage in the fights.
Yeah, question is, who is that? It seems like, they got that whole Wombo combo idea. Clinks is still on the board. I wonder if they don't have a jungler, so seems like
Clanks
Clinks
is
could
not
be decent here.
Gemini Madman. Even something like a Soul Stealer's up would not be too bad when you have all that Wombo combo
Yeah,
here.
very true. Fits that idea very
Uh,
well, so
he does like to play Silhouette. Might be one of those games again.
ooh, they get the Tundra, so here we go with the Tundra
Yeah.
Parasite combo. I I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Sandwraith, man. I'm pretty sure they're looking at the evil
Oh
corporation
yeah, for
strat.
sure. Yeah, it's Sandrift banned. It's not right. So I
Nope.
think Hellborn's gonna pick that up. Yeah, you're right. It's a good call.
It's like the perfect pick here to go with that, of course.
Yeah.
So
They might
then,
also go for something like an offensive kind of carry here, and then have a second support Magnus, and two low. I mean, it's probably a second support. Okay, it's gonna be Clanks, but I think they'll man up here against the Sandrift.
ha! I called the last 2 carries. I just want to point that out. Awesome.
There we go, Breaky.
It's always a good feeling, man. When I say something smart every now and then, it's just like, yeah, that happens. Anyways, Sandwraith, yeah, it was very obvious. So with the Tundra Parasite, and as you guys have shown in Evil Corporation, really strong. How does I assume Moira is obviously great with it too because of her illusion. So they're just this is a lineup I could see you guys picking.
Yeah, it is. And then Midas and Tandra's gonna get the post haste too, right? So we'll see how that works out. I would say though that what's not so good for Clanks here is they have a lot of single target. I mean, Tundra ulti, Parasite ulti, that's gonna burst him down quick. So and they don't really have that hero to save him. So they could be in some trouble in terms of that. If they manage to secure the Clanks and he will get his damage off in the fights, they're gonna win it. But if he gets taken out, they're in a huge trouble.
Yeah. We'll see. Marcus Moy, of course, on the Clanks right here again, as you guys like to do with the stack in the jungle there and getting that flash farm going. Really important. And
Yeah,
get him ahead of the curve.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna man up here and slow down Sandwraith, and in that way not worry too much about at least him getting out of control early on. Parasite did manage to get all the way up here, so he's scouting pretty well. But they're going a sneaky path here. But usually it's not that sneaky, but because you don't expect it, it could be.
Sandwraith is basically like, yep, we know you're there. So that'll ruin any chance of a possible clash here in the Hellborn jungle. They do get the wards down, though. You do see at the right camp here.
Yeah.
Gonna block at least that for now.
The good thing, though, is Lodestone is hard to kill and gank, and the same with Bubbles. So those heroes are probably going to be fine, even if they rotate from the Hellborn side. Right? Sandrift is going to solo here. And I think so. Or Moira is sitting up here still. They should expect the tri-lane up here, at least, so... Yeah, Moira has to find his place. He can't really do anything for Sandrift. If Sandrift gets levels, that's enough for him. If he can get level 6 and some ganks off, his TP is gonna recover, so that should be fine for him. The real question is where Moira can find his place.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, because the place you don't want to be is getting killed, or giving them a target to easily kill, so... Bunny Lover's kind of peeking out here a little bit, but going to realize pretty quickly that this indeed is a trial lane. I think Torture might have showed himself right there with the creep wave, so... I wonder if... you know, seeing Clanks up here, it pretty much gives that away. It's just not like they sent a suicide Clank, so... Basically
I want to comment them on also blocking the Archer, so the Archer died right away from the Legion side. That gives instant lane control. Something that's good for them here, especially because Sandrift cannot step up, neither can Moira. So, I mean, Moira should leave this lane. There's nothing she can do here. She's only gonna die if she steps up.
But again, what does she do? I guess she can just stack...
She could go bottom. I think Parasite should go bottom too. Now he did D-ward here, so they might try and face this tri-lane here, but I think that's a bad idea, honestly. On paper it is. If Parasite and Moira walks bottom, they might be able to manage under bubbles, get a Minotaur stun off or something like that. Deal some damage, some pressure at least, maybe even kill him.
Yeah, that's true.
So you see now, there's nothing he can do here. And all Sandrift needs is level 6, so letting him get solo experience is way better.
Trying to get that. Oh, they do find Moira. She gets her stun off at least.
Yeah, Torture missed the stun there. I think that's a kill though.
Oh, that's crucial. And actually, Magnus in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be able to lob surge away, but forcing him to use that defensively.
Yeah, that's huge for them. He will be able to get the mana potion here. Oh, Torture, he's in a lot of trouble. Where's he going?
Oh my gosh. Are they going to get the Bloodlust here, Adro? He's going to try to run, but he's dead. He's trying to give it to Parasite. I got a little risky there, but they do get it in the end. So, yeah, so much for them having the advantage.
As I said, on paper, it's better for them here. But I mean, Torture is out of position, finding himself in a really bad spot here. And I mean, level 2 Parasite was able to zone them out of there. That's a good rotation, I guess.
Yeah. Works out there. I mean, Clanks is still pretty much farming away comfortably here at the top side so far. So again, that's the good news. And Sandwraith also is kind of being locked down. So that's where it's still definitely working here for the Legion. But yeah, Parasite's going to definitely be a huge impact, or at least that's what they want if you're fresh. Teltuck needing him to get up a great start. He's already looking at that. Look at this, too. A Stealth Hunter picked up. He's going to come in. He was not seen here, so this could be a pretty effective gank coming out. Want to go for Torture, I'm sure. They're not really on the same page. He opened on a Magnus, and then he goes on a Torturer, so never mind. Not going to work out.
I mean, it's really hard for them to kill. I mean, all they have is the Moira stun, honestly. And then the Parasite slow with boots. And the Legion side has huge amount of slow and clanks and 2 stuns. Should not be possible for them to kill. But they're gonna keep trying.
Want to keep going for it. Has that Skeleton King now, so I don't know if it's going to happen. Let's take a look at the other lanes, though, while they kind of just keep playing the game that they are at the top lane. Bubbles versus Tundra. You got Bubbles 17-1. Tundra currently 20-1, so slight lead for different guy here, playing the Tundra. Is that expected, you think?
Yeah, I think so. If he's pulled a little bit of regen, Tundra can definitely get out ahead, because he can harass a lot with the cold shoulder. You just E on him, and then you just auto-attack him and man up. Tundra has a lot of auto-attack damage too. Top lane.
Oh, Parasite? Yep, Leech to finish off Archie Tiger right there. Tundra helping us snipe him initially with the piercing shards. Such long range on that, do not underestimate it. Moira, meanwhile, gets caught though, and she will go down, so it is a 1-for-1 exchange right there. Magnus for the Moira. Well played. Both the teams, you could say, but yeah, good job by Tundra rotating there.
Also a huge snipe from him, and they only lost to level 1 Moira, so not too bad. At least they get the turn kill as well on the Legion side. That's good for them. But there's a lot of battle on the top rune, whereas the bottom rune is uncontested because there's of course 6 heroes top.
Oh my gosh, Lodestone, he's trying to live! He's not going to. Meanwhile, top lane, Clanks goes down, so Fresh, a couple of big kills right there. Coming out, losing Clanks especially is a big deal, but yeah, Midas, it was unfortunate for Lodestone, not only just short of level 6, but also got creep blocked pretty heavily while he was trying to escape from Midas right there. So, but 2 very important kills, and 5 minutes in, it's already a 2,400 gold lead all of a sudden here for this Hellborn team. So much again for this aggressive trial land is definitely not worked out as planned here, and they're already rotating now.
And they saw Magma's bottom, and then they go top to get the kill there. I mean, they shouldn't leave Clanks up here. There's no reason to. But now they're gonna take him bottom and then have the Lowstone suicide here. That's gonna free up space for Sandwraith. If Lowstone is close to level 6 though, he will be able to kill the Sandwraith with +1.
Needs creep kills for that. There's none happening right here, so he's gonna have to tank this damage. The plate's helping a little bit, but it's not gonna matter. He will eventually fall here. Again, that Sandwraith is deserted. It does do quite a bit of damage. In cases like that, you see he takes a lot of tower damage in return, but he's going to be fine, and they'll gladly take a kill off of that. So Parasite, we were talking about, I mean, that was really going to be the important thing here for this game, really kind of control the pace of the game, and it worked out in favor of Fresh. He's now 400 gold per minute, as well as level 5 already.
Unfortunate for Reason there, or for, Bubbles had a TP coming on the courier. If he was able, had that earlier, he was able to TP top. Oh, Midas bottom. But Tundra invest.
Trouble. Tundra coming in with the invis, gonna lock down Clanks, going for the turn kill. And now Clanks realizing, holy crap, he's in trouble. A cold shoulder, and down he goes. Clanks now has the pressure, but Sandwraith porting it with the illusion, or just sends them at least, is not enough for the kill on a Torture, however. And now Tundra, he's getting caught left alone. Midas kind of nearby. Can't really do a whole lot to help out. Tundra buys Steam Boots in the meantime. They're currently on Intelligence. He actually is going to help turn this so into Bubbles. What a Lion Spread heal there from Midas. Not enough for the kill. In comes the Cold Shoulder. What the hell, field? I don't even know what just happened there, man. That was just a lot of chaos at the end of it, and then they end up dying for one another. That was well played, though, by Tundra, ultimately. I mean, he had a lot to do there.
Him, man. Yeah, he bought the Steam Boots, swapped them to Agility, and then used his last bottle charge, and then he managed to get enough mana for the piercing shards, and then finishing off Bubbles too with the Cold Shoulder. That was amazing play from him. Yeah. Nice job.
very well played right there. I mean, they are on intelligence as he died, so, you know, quite the noob there in that sense. But no, obviously, he was doing a
he
lot
swapped
there.
it to get the kill onto Bubbles, so he had the mana for the cold shoulder. He didn't have it on strength, so he swapped it again. And then finished off Bubbles before he got taken down himself.
Yeah, no, impressive play for sure. That could have easily been him dead and Bubbles fine. So at least he took him with him, and that's what matters there. So well played again. And again, this GPM charts. It's just continuing this similar trend throughout all 4 games today for Reason Gaming. It's just they can't get no one. No one has a great time. I guess last game was kind of different. Silhouette was looking pretty damn good, but obviously that still ended in a loss there in the end. So it's not happening here.
I would like to see them put one hero top with Lodestone. Okay, as I say that.
Stop saying Lodestone.
No, but if he gets +1 up there with a Veiled Rod gank, I mean, if he manages to land an ulti onto Sandwraith and then Magnus is there, it's a guaranteed kill. So I'd like to see that happening.
Yeah.
Either they have to Veiled Rod up there, or they have to counter this Void up here, because they should know that there's a Ward on the top lane.
8.5 minutes in, again, the lead pretty damn big for Fresh, already up 1-0 in the series. You got the puzzle blocks, in fact, just finished there on Parasite already, too. Again, this is a very early game still, and this is a Parasite Tundra combo is the other thing, too, so he's going to be able to take over that Shiver and use it as a free movement throughout the map, really, and that's just brutal. Bubbles, middle lane, he's in a little bit of trouble. Midas trying to combo is going to come up just short. Obviously, pretty tough there. In fact, out goes the Kelfield. Kurt Svensson wants a turn kill, although he needs to fear for his own life, so he can't really go for it. And that will be the end of that. Meanwhile, top lane, Shatterstorm, but Sandwraith ports out before he dies. However, that's one of the tricky things. Yeah, it's you got to port to somebody, and he tried there.
But I like that rotation. That's good for them. They need to utilize the Lodestone kill potential, and they do. That's good work.
Yeah, it's always the funky thing with Sandwraith. You can use it as a getaway tool, but it's not easy because you have to go next to somebody. And that was his best choice, I'm pretty sure. The other two were next to each other, so tried but came up close.
Clanks does pick up some triple stacked here, so that's good for him. He's gonna approach the 300 DPM mark. He's 0-2. If you can get the Lightning Claw, we all know what Clanks can do in terms of farm and damage output. But then again, they have a lot of single target, as I already said, on the Hellborn side, so he might not be that big of a problem.
Now, a little bit of a criticism, not really criticism, I guess, but, you know, inside for the Hellborn team is that you do look at this Legion side, and the obvious is it's a lot of magic damage throughout. So Mystic Vestments, Shrunken Heads especially, are going to be pretty important here.
For sure.
This Hellborn team.
Maybe Midas picks it up right now in the side shop. Yep, there we go.
Obviously listening. Good job by Slasky there. He actually, good thing he got it right here, because they're looking to set up a gank. Possibly onto him. Yeah, you see a couple of Grave Lockets here, by the way, Magnus and Bubbles. Grave Locket's a really interesting item. It's not one we really talk too much about. I kind of just see it, you know, a bit. But the 10-second reduction in Resurrection, I mean, that's huge for especially earlier game, I feel. That's, not that people are overlooking that, but again, you kind of almost forget it if you don't bring it up every once in a while.
Sure. It is a strong item also just in terms of the stats. I mean, if you get a kill too, it's almost a Blessed Orb. So that's very strong for 700 gold.
Oh, nice kill on the Sandwraith, by the way, again. Might come at a cost, though. Parasite face again. Leech, there we go. Puzzle box, it's only level 1. I think Lodestone's going to be fine here. As, he will teleport back to base. So it's still an exchange in favor of Reason, and definitely very worth it. It seems like Probusk being locked down a little bit. And, you know, he's 300 gold per minute still, 4th on his team. And he's working on the mock. He's 1,700 plus gold saved up, so still is well on his way to it. But it's something.
Those kills onto Sandwraith are very important for them to stay in the game here at least, because Clanks needs a lot of space down here to be able to do something. He does see good ward from Adros scouting out anything down here. But Sandwraith, of course.
Fly into the water, you can't really do that. He goes down. Yep. Meanwhile, Tundra, the avalanche on a Bubbles, catches him as well. And it's now 2-0. And now even Torture's in trouble. Yep, Elemental Warp just lands the Golden Salvo. That was a complete whiff. Not sure what that was about, but doesn't really matter as Mora's going to make a play that, don't worry, I got your back, and it just got worse and worse, man. Well, what should have been maybe just a kill on Clanks, all of a sudden it's 4 kills in total, and the tower kill on top of that for Fresh.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Reason here, that's for sure. Yeah, it's hard to see a way to climb back here, especially because they have that Tundra Hawk too. It's very hard to deal with. But they need to win some fights. I mean, also when you get those Grave Lockets, I mean, they're very strong early on to fight with, so getting those extra stats. They need to try and fight, but Clanks needs the Lightning Claw too first. It's a very tough spot to be in, because now Sandwave almost has the mark. It's hard to say what they can do here.
Portal key on Tundra too, jeez. Having that now too. Yeah, you know, it really kind of goes back to the draft and how I even kind of predicted the carry picks. You know, if I can, then a lot of people can. But the Clanks, again, I see why they did it, but the more I am thinking about it, knowing that Sandwraith was going to be picked up was kind of pretty certain with their lineup that Sandwraith is pretty damn good against the Clanks, as we kind of have seen already. So maybe there is a little bit of hindsight now there where if you're this Legion side, as there is a couple of kills coming out. Big one on a different guy there, but they do lose time to die. Could they, should they have maybe picked a different carry? Or is the play still solid?
I still think if you wanna, like, this team wants to team fight early, I still think a Soul Stealer would have been amazing this game. It's not a hero we see much, but that hero is really strong at team fighting. So especially on top of something like a Kelp Field, keeping people in place for that ultimate, and even the Demon Hands, and on top of a Lodestone ulti, it's great synergy.
Yeah.
Clanks needs time this game. But it's not the main reason that they are in this bad spot. I mean, when you're tri-laning top in a favorable situation, you shouldn't be able to lose it. And Hellborn side outplayed them there. So I think that's the main issue.
See Sandwraith down here, the Sword of the High purchased. Courier on the way. And he's just pushing out the bottom lane right now. He's level 11 as well, has that Mirage good to go. Of the second level of it, you see the Thunderclaw again still in the works for Clanks. Maybe even be trying to get an Energizer here, actually, to just get some kind of stats going. But again, you're so far behind, it's almost like you got to play a little riskier, knowing that's the case. But he's going to get some nice farming at the bottom lane, and you know, portal keys are going to be very important as well. Bubbles is the closest to it. He's 1,300 gold now saved up with it next in line, so there is that. And inevitably, or ideally, they will have 3 portal keys, which again will be big. Meanwhile, here we go, Tundra running in. Parasite in the Shiver. Big stun from Magnus right there. Ends up killing Moira. Tundra's still well alive, though. Parasite comes down for the skies, and he takes out Clanks right away. Shatterstorm for Lodestone. It is going to connect on a Tundra at least. They do secure the kill there, but now Sandwraith chasing with this puzzle box. Parasite, look at that damage. Sandwraith wasn't hitting him, though. Now, he does kill Magnus in the end. I think Sandwraith, if he did a couple of auto attacks, that was an easy kill on a Lodestone, but I guess he was chasing elsewhere. And they did kill Magnus as a result, so. Well, 3 for 2 exchange. Got Clanks.
That's almost have 200 damage per auto attack, and after you use the Shadow Storm, that's basically true, or it is true damage, so. Yeah, might have been able to, but it's still a fight in favor of the Hellborn side there. Not too bad for Legion, but Clanks did die. That's he's 0-4-0. Didn't get anything from that.
Yeah, not been a pretty day overall for Marcus Moy here and Reason Gaming, and again it kind of continues here. Sandwraith has the Mock of Brilliance, or at least ready to purchase it once he finds the time to. But yeah, 1350 gold needed. There we go. The Mock going to be delivered now. Midas finds Torture. More so, Torture found him. Down goes Torture. Midas, can he get away? That was beautiful. The Arcane Vortex, and he managed to Elemental Warp at the same exact time. That just looked pretty.
Yeah. I mean, everything's going their way when that happens.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed that was not planned. But,
no,
I mean,
but that's one of those where you type out in
anyway.
chat, #planned.
Yeah, exactly. It's like all part of the plan.
Yeah, meant to do that. Well, yeah, I mean, to the credit of Reason, I mean, both BMG and now Fresh here today have definitely been looking very strong themselves too. So there is that side of the spectrum, not to really pick on Reason Gaming outright, but it's a little bit of both, I think it's safe to say. Magnus, what the hell? Sure,
I think also when you're losing a lot of games in a row and like nothing's really going your way, you also get a bit demotivated and you don't play 100% as much. You try and focus on your own game. You miss out on some what's it called? Basic things. Make some basic mistakes instead, and yeah, it's a bad circle to be in.
Yeah, frustrations definitely. Well, having to deal with another 2,000 gold saved up on Parasite, and the post-ace picked up on Midas. And they got that combo to work with. Samurai, of course, has the Mock, as we mentioned. Kongor Kill going to be added to the list of just things that they have to deal with here. Token, I'm sure, going to be going to Sandwraith here as well. So, again, the Portal Keys definitely shouldn't be conceding yet, because there's still chances. The Wombo combo, especially when you have the potential there, you got to like that. And Clank's carry is, of course, threatening. They really need at least one, if not a couple of their Portal Keys here, though, to have that major threat. I mean, Bubbles, again, he continues to kind of get there close. 1,700 gold. Magnus is not even going for it, apparently. Archie Tiger just decided, I don't want to go it because I can't get it kind of deal. He buys a major totem here, even, as well as the Grave Locket. And Lodestone, I assume, is still going to go for next. Mori gets caught, by the way, but Midas! Oh, boy. And maybe that was the plan all along. I'm sure it was, in fact. Down goes Clanks. Again, Parasite doing his thing, jumping out of the Shiver. You see the GG's being called. Again, overall, not a great day for Reason, but Fresh will take it. 2-0 victory for them. Not to take credit away from them again, because they also played pretty damn well. So that's got to feel pretty good for this Fresh team. And, again, Probusk, 4 other players kind of joining in for this cycle. And, well, they get their first series win here, actually, and get 3 points out of it. So good for them.
Yeah. They're not looking too bad, I would have to say.
Yeah.
It's a present performance here. And also, I mean, they lost 2 days ago, but I mean, those were close matches, so they're competing here. That's for sure.
Yeah, happy to see that from them, because I was a little bit worried about that, if it was going to be a case of they're kind of just sticking around just because kind of deal, or they were going to be able to compete. And yeah, they're showing that they're here to play. So that definitely is good to see. I'm updating the standings right here now. Have them official and up to date here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, as you see, Fresh is going to have 4 points. They're tied with Complexity after 3 series, who also has 4 points with 3 series played. So Eva Corporation and Sync leading the way still at, no, excuse me, Revolution leading the way at 9. You got Eva Corporation and Sync with 7 points each, and then BMG in there as well with 5 points. So Mystery Gang and Reason Gaming still looking for their first victories here of the group stages, but both of them still do have plenty of matches against 7 series in total that you do play here. But that means we're going to be coming up to a conclusion here as far as coverage for today. So we had a pretty long day on Sunday, a lot of drawn-out matches, really just great hunt overall. Today, again, a little bit quicker of games, is safe to say. On the unfortunate side for Reason Gaming, it's both BMG and Fresh take 2-0 victories here. Any final thoughts about today? Any last words here, Near?
I have a couple of shout-outs, actually. I promised to make. Shout-out to my old roommate actually watching here today, and shout-out to